Thank you. The first award presentation is to Vaillancourt Folk Art. Our first honorees are a great example of taking something you're truly passionate about and translating it into a successful, vibrant business. Judy Vaillancourt, a trained artist, had the vision and talent to craft beautiful, holiday-inspired figurines, but it was her husband's Gary business background that helped translate the creative spark into the Sutton-based family business known as Vaillancourt Folk Art. 3 years ago, their son Luke joined the company, bringing with him a strong marketing sense and a Web 2.0 sensibility, which I know Gary didn't quite have. Through the years, Vaillancourt Folk Art has managed to stay one step ahead of the trends and the competition, all the while remaining committed to the community. And we're going to hear a little bit from the Vaillancourts directly in the video clip.
Vaillancourt Folk Art, since 1984, has been making high-quality Christmas, Halloween, and spring collectibles in our Sutton, Massachusetts studios. We use our collection of 3,000 antique chocolate or ice cream molds, and based upon Judy Vaillancourt's designs, we create a high-quality figurine.
We've been in 3 locations. The first in our home, in fact, in our dining room, and I guess the next big move was to the basement of our house. And even in those instances, we had probably 6 or 8 people working 2 shifts. Our second big move was really to a second location, which was an 1820 farmhouse, where we could then incorporate a retail store on the first floor, and our painting studios we maintained on the second floor. And then lastly, we moved here to the Manchog Mills, which allowed us to have everything under one roof.
Judy started to create the Santas in our cellar in 1984. At the time, I was running a computer company and soon realized that the little hobby businesses she started was a major business. So the first challenge that really came about was realizing we needed to treat it as a business. I resigned my position in the computer company. We immediately had to get lines of credit, so we had to create a business plan, bring the banks in, which was quite interesting when you're sitting in the dining room of your house creating Santa Clauses to bring in major banks looking for business. So the first challenge was just creating the financial plan to make the whole thing work.
Generally, an artist won't come with both the business end of it as well as the artistic viewing. So it's made a good partnership. If he stays in his department and I stay in mine, it works out quite well.
In a family business, sometimes the children come in as the favorite prince. In this case, Luke comes in with an internet expertise that has enabled us to reshape our business one more time. Where our traditional businesses evolved so dramatically, 80% of our small mom and pops have gone out of business. And today, Luke has gotten over 20% of our businesses now on the internet. So we've just seen focuses and changes because of the family expertise.
You know, my parents throughout my life have never really pushed me to come to work here. In fact, they've always kind of wanted me to go do my own things, especially first. I think they had the hopes of me joining the company, but it was never projected to me. When I started working in advertising in 2005, I kind of got the perspective of what businesses were doing in terms of sending out work to ad agencies. And I figured that with my skills combined with my interests, I really had a vested interest in coming to the company and making it work. When I first started working here, my primary goal was to grow the website. And that was because even though we were selling to places around the nation, one of the problems was if a business went out of business, then the customers would have no way to reach us. So by having a strong website, we're able to really connect the collector base and also the casual consumer.
And really the nice part of a family business is that you have to realize it's not isolation. You're part of a community, and the ability for us to get involved in different aspects of our own community has been very rewarding. For the last 21 years, we've been very involved with the Starlight Foundation. And Starlight grants wishes for critically, chronically, terminally ill children. And Judy has done a special piece for them each year for 21 years. And we've granted over 104 wishes to children.
pleased to present the 2010 Central Mass Family Business Award to Vaillancourt Folk Art, and accepting on behalf of the company is Gary Vaillancourt.
There's a number of thanks, but first of all, I appreciate the photo touch-up they did so that I look so effective there. Appreciate it. We really appreciate it. On behalf of Judy and Luke and myself, we appreciate Worcester Business giving us this award. Worcester Business Journal, for the last number of years that we've seen, has been very effective in promoting small businesses, family businesses, and entrepreneur companies. And the reality is that we're such a mainstay in the economy. To have an advocate like Worcester Business is greatly appreciated. Running a family business, as we all know, has many unique challenges, especially in an economy that is so interesting as that we have right now. But probably the most interesting challenge is when the next generation comes on board. And you know, your anticipation is tempered with enthusiasm and a little bit of concern. In our case, Luke came to us with enthusiasm, energy, in a technological skill set that we didn't have. As a business owner, I've watched his plans and his developments, and he's shaken us into different marketplaces with very good success. As a business owner, I've been very pleased with it, but as a parent, I'm exceptionally proud of the direction that he's taken us, which means that our family business will survive into the next generation, and that to us is very critical. But it doesn't happen without being members of the community, whether it's the Starlight Foundation or Old Sturbridge Village or Children Friends, or all of the organizations that you help, sponsoring the Little League teams, which we've all done, helping the towns with their centennial celebrations, or the fire departments. We're all part of a community, and the community has given back to us significantly more than we have given. So on behalf of Vaillancourt, we want to thank Worcester Business for the award. Thank you very much, Peter.